Hi Tocoi, just going to provide you with a little feedback here on your timeline. Hope I can help out and give you a little bit of insight on what I think and how it looks. I think going with PictoChart just to start with was an interesting choice for a couple of reasons. It has some layout abilities that, are useful and helpful for this type of a design that was unattainable with the other design style that I use through the Tocoi.com or whatever this is here. So that part was helpful and kind of helped to lay out some of the colors there. The color schemes look beautiful on here. Very easy to read, nice to look at. But the interactiveness, I think, is a little bit of a lack. But we'll look a little bit more at that. So the layout, the heading, the design at the beginning here looks really nice. I like as you broke it down with the instructional media on one side and instructional design on the other side. I found that to be a good way to lay that out, and there is a way in the other one to separate them by category. So that's one other function that was in the other timeline format, so I took advantage of that as well. As you go through here, it looks good, it's clean, everything's tied together. You got the every other with your image. Images look good. You have the ability to easily zoom in and out at the bottom here if you want to do so to get a clear picture of what you're looking at. So that's helpful to us. Like I said, with any of these designs, you're going to get some dead space when it is just a 2D flat format like this, but that can be prevented with the other timeline application. So I know with all the software and getting swamped, trying to learn something new on the fly is sometimes not the best option. So maybe that's why you changed out what you did, but it helps too with then your spacing. If you want to space it out, it does that for you automatically as well for the dates. So as you go through here, now we're getting rid of this large space on the side. We're getting some images on both sides, which are good. The other part, as I'm sure you noticed with looking at the other style screen recordings, you get that same amount of information here, but then you can click on it and it gives you a little bit more information, and you can bring it back down to size. I know some of them where I had a larger, if you click here, it once again pops up, gives you your information, but then you can also attach a larger image to it so you're not restricted by size, and that interactive capabilities really opens the doors of different possibilities of what you can do. So it might not restrict, because I know sometimes I fell into that with last week's assignment with the SAM and the Addy, and then once again this week with my models, just trying to say as much as you need to say in a restricted space so you're not overlapping text and all those other things we're concerned with as instructional designers just becomes really difficult. Interesting picture of Mr. Cosby here after his recent history, but it's a good picture. Brings back some childhood memories. So just having that ability to click and expand and not having to limit yourself just to these real strict headings might be something that'd be a little bit more helpful, and maybe to think about changing. You could save all this text and drop it right into another format. If I was going to stay with the PictoChart, I guess I would maybe just give yourself more space in between all the dates, add more panels onto it, so you could provide a little bit more information into your topics. And I know it's a discussion, so you know, how much are we really looking to put in here? You cover all the topics, you cover all the headings. So overall, very, very aesthetically pleasing, easy to read, easy to follow, and hope those suggestions help you out a little bit along the way. Thank you for sharing.